Hello guys. Uh, Today we are going to start our third practical of Python. Okay, so we'll directly move on to the third part of your Python. Okay, that is third practical. Just write a simple Python program using operators. Okay, so there are various different operators in Python, that is like arithmetic operators, logical operator, bitwise operators. Okay, so we have to seen all of them. Okay, so what is the practical significance? Okay, so operator are used to perform the operation on values and variables. Operators can manipulate individual item and returns a result. The data items are referred as operands or we can say arguments. Operators are either represented by keywords or special characters. Here are the types of operators supported by Python. There are different various operators which is supported by Python, that is arithmetic operator, assignment operators, relational operators, comparison operators, logical operators, bitwise operators, identity operators, membership operators. Okay, so student will able to use the various operators to check the condition and get appropriate result by performing the different operations with the help of supported operators. Okay, so these are the relevant program outcomes. I'm just going to list it out. That is basic knowledge and discipline knowledge, experiments and practice, individual and teamwork, and lifelong learning. Okay, so we have already discussed about it in our the first session of our practical. Okay, so I am not going to waste the time on it. Okay, so next is competency and practical skills. You are able to develop a general purpose programming using Python to solve the problem. The practical is expected to develop the following skill, that is write a program to use arithmetic, logical and bitwise operators. So relevant course outcomes are develop Python program to demonstrate use of operators. And what is the practical outcome? You are able to develop a Python program using operators, that is arithmetic operators, logical operators and bitwise operators. The effective domains of what we can say effective domain outcomes are follow safety practices, demonstrate working as a leader or a team member, follow the ethical practices. Okay, so the main important part is theoretical background. So we are going to learn different operators working what we can say operations. Okay, so this is first part is a arithmetic operator. So there are various arithmetic operators like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, exponent, modulus, floor division. These are the operations. For that particular operations we are going to use a specific operator. So use plus operator for perform the addition operation. See the example part. Here we are going to use a number. Within that two operands we are using plus operator and we are getting the result, that is 5. Okay, like the same way we are using minus symbol to use a subtraction operation. Okay, then we are using asterisk mark for multiplication, so it is going to multiply the two operands and it is going to show you the result. Then we are using forward slash for a division. Okay, it is going to divide and what we can say show you the result. Okay, next two asterisks which denotes the exponent. If you want to perform the exponential calculation, suppose here see the example, you have to perform 2 raised to 3, so you have to use the exponent operator here, so you will get the result. Okay, next is a modulus. It will show you the remainder. Okay, after dividing the left operand with the right operand. So see this example, 15 mod 4. So divide 15 by 4 and whatever the result or we can say the remainder of that particular operation, that is 3, it is going to show you the output. Okay, so next is floor division. So it is going to divide what we can say, it is perform the division and whatever the division, if suppose we are see the example, divide 17 floor division by 5. So divide 17 by 5. So what is the result? 5 3s are 15, right? So 3 3, then remainder is 2, so you are using point. okay. And after that it will 3 the result is 3.4. But when you are doing floor division, it is directly going to show you the floor number of that particular result, that is 3. So it is not going to show you the result 3.4, it is directly going to show you the result 3, okay. Next, that is logical operator. So we are using logical operators when there are more than one conditions in conditional statements, okay. So at that time logical operators are used. So basically logical operators perform the logical and, logical or, and logical not operations. So we'll see how it works. For a logical and, you have to use the and operator. For logical or, you have to use or operator. For logical not, you have to use not operator. So see here, if there are two conditions, that is, if you want to check 8 is greater than 9 and 2 is less than 9. So here when you have to check whether both of the conditions are true, then you want to perform the operation, so you have to use the and operation. If you want to whether in both the condition any one can be true and we have to move forwards, then you can use the or operator, okay. And if you want to go for negation, then use not operator, okay. So see these outputs, okay. Next we'll move forwards the bitwise operator. So basically bitwise operator is you going to apply on the binary inputs, okay. So when you are passing any in integer input, so it is going to convert into the binary numbers, and that binary and this operator is going to perform the operation on that particular binary numbers, okay. So for performing the bitwise and, we are going to use ampersand, okay. So it is going to and the your binary numbers, and it is going to show use it is use and table, and it is going to what we can say, perform the operation, and it is going to show you the result. For bitwise or, use pipe operator, okay. So it is going to perform or operation between a specified operand, and it is going to show you the result. Then for bitwise not, use complement, or what we can say, uh, complement operator. So it is going to just perform the what we can say, flipping bits. It is going to show you the flipping bits, okay. For bitwise XOR, you have to use upper arrow. So it is going to copies the bit, and if it is in a set in one operand, so but not both, so it is going to show the uncommon items of two sets, okay. So it is going to show you the result, okay. Then bitwise right shift and bitwise left shift. So bitwise XOR is also used for symmetric difference, okay. We are already aware about the what we can say, that is what we can say, difference, that is we are using minus operation, okay. Minus operator. And for symmetric difference, we are using upper arrow, that is bitwise XOR. So it is going to execute that result, okay. So like this way these operations are going to be performed, okay. So we are going to see the actual execution of these operators in our execution part, okay. So this is just a theory part, I just want to explain these operators, okay. So what we have to do after this performance of practical. So these are the practical related questions, you have to write it on your notebook, and when you are getting manual, you have to stick in that manual, okay. So mention the use of what we can say, uh, floor division, exponent, then modulus operators in Python. Describe ternary operator in Python. Describe about the different logical operators in Python with appropriate example. Describe about the different arithmetic operators in Python with appropriate examples. Describe about different bitwise operators in Python with appropriate examples. So all things are available in manual, okay. So just go through it and write complete your writing part, okay. So what kind of exercise you have to perform, after this or after this learning process, so what is our execution part? So first we have to write a program to convert US dollar into the Indian rupees. Okay, so next is write a program to convert bits into the megabytes, gigabytes and terabytes. Okay, so you have to convert it. Okay, then write a program to find the square root of a number. Then write a program to find the area of rectangle. Then write a program to calculate the area and perimeter of the square. And next program is write a program to calculate the surface volume and area of a cylinder. Okay, and seventh one is write a program to swap the values of the two variables. So basically these operations are possible through the operators which we have already learned. Okay, so use that operators and perform these programs. I have already implemented these programs and I'm going to show you the execution within a execution part. Okay, so thank you. Okay, you also try it by self. Okay, and if you done, then send me the output of these programs in personal chat. Thank you.